If you believe that charging a motorist a fee of any kind to drive through a city centre anywhere in the country is a waste of time and a complete fallacy, then subscribe to the channel and let me know what you think about it in the comments. I saw a very hard to listen to piece of speech on the radio the other day. Sadiq Khan, we all know who that is, was doing his regular slot with James O'Brien on LBC, the Lefty Broadcasting Corporation. And there was an individual that came on and said, you know, they're living in a multi-occupancy place within London with their young child. And when they pay everything out, I mean, let's face it, the cost of living there, rent and everything else is through the roof. When they pay everything out, they're left with an amount that they can use to feed themselves, and you know, everything's all right. Next thing you know, August the 29th last year, the ULEZ expands and they find themselves within it. So every time this woman drives to work, she now has to pay £12.50 a day every time she gets in her car and drives. Now that quickly mounts up, and all of a sudden that money that she had left over is gone because she has to pay it to go to work. So what are her choices? Get a new car, not easily affordable if your income stretched that much. Use a scrappage scheme. Yeah, right. Find me a decent car with what they give you when they actually accept it. Or do you just accept your lot and muddle through the best you can? When Khan was presented with this information online, he went straight into political wibble mode and didn't give any constructive things. The point is that, of course, when you're in a position where motorists are getting charged, you're financially hammering them for no other reason apart from lining your own coffers. Now, if we look at Stoke-on-Trent, for example, they were going to implement a clean air zone where they were going to charge motorists an amount to go through. And it was decided, no, not a good idea, purely for the fact it would financially hammer motorists. And to what end? It doesn't work. Have a look at this news article here. Clean air zone plans ditched for major UK city. A Labour-run city council has announced plans to prevent a clean air zone from being set up in an area and protect motorists with new traffic measures. Stoke-on-Trent said it's preparing alternative proposals instead of a clean air zone in a bid to cut emissions. Now, they reckon there's higher levels of nitrogen dioxide found around Victoria Road in Fenton, prompting the government to instruct the council to act. And they were talking about a clean air zone, but no. Some of the options they're talking about include changing junctions and improving pedestrian and cycle routes along the busy stretch of road. Any plan designed to reduce emissions in the area need to be formally approved by the government. So it all goes back there. But the point being, Stoke-on-Trent have identified charging motorists just isn't the way to go. And, you know, they're looking at other alternatives. I don't like pedestrianisation and improving cycle routes, because that to me is a step down the line of removing the cars from the roads in its entirety. Maybe that's the way it's going, being a Labour-run council. You never know. But let me know what you think of that in the comments. Be interested to read. If you want to see another one of my videos on this kind of thing, do that one there. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.